I want to let you know about a story that I'm working on for tonight's newscast. It involves a drug that you may not be aware of. I'm Melissa Andrews, a crime and investigative anchor and reporter. And just a few weeks ago, I had a woman reach out to me to say that her wife had become extremely addicted to these tablets that she had bought at the local vape shop in Michigan where they lived. Her wife was working at the health department, of all places, when she became addicted to this. She said that she went into the vape shop to get her regular vapes, and she noticed signs like this, advertising a drug called kratom. There were also signs, she says, in the store about a drug that can relieve anxiety, and who doesn't have anxiety? So she asked the clerk about it, and she says she was given kratom, and she was on that for a little bit, and then when she was out of that, the clerk recommended something stronger, and that is called 7-OH, or 7-hydroxymetragenine. Now, I want to be clear, we're not talking about the kratom leaf. What we are talking about is this 7-hydroxymetragenine, which does occur naturally in trace amounts in kratom, but the concentrated products that are sold in vape stores and gas stations in tablet form, gummies, shots, and tablets can have much higher levels and can really be harmful for you, according to the recovery specialist that we talked to and the coroner's office. So this is the couple that I interviewed for this story. And again, they came to me. And Christina is the person who was going through this addiction. She woke up her wife, Mo, in the middle of the night and confessed to being addicted to these 7-OH tablets. And she had kind of forced herself to go into withdrawal because she knew that she was becoming addicted to this, or was addicted to this, and she didn't want to be. So she woke up Mo, but because the withdrawal was so severe, they did go to the vape shop to get Christina more. And they told me that there was a line outside the vape shop for people waiting to get their hands on 7-OH. And they decided that they were going to taper Christina off of this drug. Unfortunately, that did not work. So Christina ended up going into treatment for about 2 weeks. And although she is very freshly new off of this drug and from treatment, so far she appears to be doing well. But one of the things that's very concerning to her and a lot of people who are trying to get off really any substance, it could be cigarettes or vapes or anything that we're addicted to, coffee, is that it's so available just right down the street where they live, again, in Michigan at the vape shop. So she no longer drives on her own. She doesn't go get her vapes, and she doesn't carry cash because that was the way that she was getting through her addiction, by hiding it from Mo. Now, just this month, the DEA announced plans to classify 7-OH, 3 actually 7-OH derivatives, as Schedule 1 substances. That's the same category as meth and heroin. So, as it is illegal here in Ohio, this is leading to a federal ban at this point. Now, people will come in the comments and say that 7-OH is fine. It's not a hazardous substance. But I talked to addiction experts who say that it does the same thing in your body as opioids. And I also talked to the Lucas County Coroner's Office, who said that they've seen 2 deaths that they're attributing to 7-OH this year. And what it does is it represses your respiratory system. And they also found these opened packages of tablets of 7-OH at the death scene in one of these cases. And one of the things that I find very interesting and troubling is these are not people who died here who were illicit drug users. These are people just like Christina who were seeking an option for an anxiety or a depression. And so you can easily understand how this started and got out of control. The FDA says that research shows that this compound is roughly 13 times more potent than morphine. The FDA also warned that some of the enhanced kratom products, that's what we're talking about, contain levels of 7-OH up to 500% higher than what naturally occurs in the plant. I also reached out to an organization that does advocate for the safe use of 7-OH. It's called the 7 Hope Alliance. And part of their statement reads, "We believe adults should continue to have access to these products within a strong regulatory framework that includes age restrictions, accurate labeling, quality manufacturing standards, consumer education, and appropriate warnings. Our position has always been that responsible regulation, not prohibition, is the best way to protect public health."